Welcome back to Late Night at the USA Arena. The Pittsburgh Penguins, Washington Capitals, Game 4, Stanley Cup Playoff Series. 2-2 our scores. We head into triple overtime. Dave Johnson back at the USA Arena for our fourth intermission as we head into triple overtime. Pleased to be joined by Brendan Witt, and indeed, we've been getting various injury updates. We know the situation with your hand, unfortunately a broken hand, suffered in a game way back on Super Bowl Sunday against the Philadelphia Flyers. How's things going with your hand?
Hopefully it's healing. You know, we have to wait and see how the bone goes. It takes a long time for the bone to heal, so all I can really do is wait and see what happens.
Are you ever in a game like this, triple overtime?
No, I wish. You know, this is a time when it's fun and you know all the chips are down on the table and this one counts. So this is a real big game. So whoever gets out of this, hopefully we can come out of it with a win.
Obviously very dramatic in the double overtime. We were just joining us, actually, a penalty shot situation for the Washington Capitals after a delay of game call on the Pittsburgh Penguins. And you told me way back in minor hockey you had a chance at a penalty shot. But what happens here with Joey, as you know?
You know, I think Joey had a good burst of speed there, you know, and the ice is pretty bad, and it just rolled up on him, and, you know, he had no option but just to shoot it and see what he could get on it, and, you know, and Reggett came out with the save.
So he really didn't intend, obviously, to put it right on Reggett. At that point, it looked like he was just trying to somehow salvage it at that point because they'd lose control at the last moment.
Yeah, I would think so. You know, the puck's been bouncing and all night, and the ice is probably not very good anymore. So, you know, just to get a shot off, I guess, is better than nothing.
As we continue to head into the triple overtime period, one would think probably that both teams, as tired as they are, they're going to try to come out buzzing and see if they can end it in the first couple of minutes.
I would think so. You know, I think a lot of the guys on both teams, you know, their legs are full of lactic acid and they're really tired, and go out there for maybe 10, 15 seconds and their legs are already burning. So I think they're not going to play chance, but they're going to play safe. So whoever has the best opportunity to score first, hopefully they can capitalize on it.
Now, obviously, you're a defenseman. Is it easier in this situation to be a defenseman or an offensive player when you're obviously, I mean, both teams, we just saw the Penguins come up there. Everyone looks so winded.
I don't think it matters. I think every person's job is really important out there because, you know, if one system breaks down, you know, that could be the goal and that could be the winner. So I think when everyone's out there, you got to concentrate on what your job is and just do it. Obviously,
Jaromir Jagr, a focal point for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Again, if you're just joining us, Mario Lemieux went out way back in the second period, which seems like yesterday, with a game misconduct. And clearly the mission has been to not let Jaromir, and in fact it was yesterday because we've changed days, but Jaromir Jagr, the mission was to not give him a stitch of space.
Yeah, exactly. I think our guys have been really great. You know, he hasn't had any room out there at all night, and when he does, you know, there's two guys right on top of him right away and hitting him and getting him off his game. So I think as long as we keep doing that, maybe we'll keep succeeding on covering Jaromir Jagr.
Okay, well, Brendan, we appreciate the time and appreciate you stopping by on this Thursday now.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
All right, here in the fourth intermission, we are heading to triple overtime here at USA Arena. Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Playoff Series. 2-2 is the score between the Capitals and Pittsburgh Penguins. We have more coming your way. Al Koken and Craig Laughlin rejoin me.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me.
Your turn, man.
When you've got the great taste of a nice cold Miller Lite, life is good.
I think she digs you.
Really?
No. Beyond the sea, somewhere.
They say that man cannot live on bread alone. Fortunately, at Discover Card, we couldn't agree more. That's why we offer the Cashback Bonus Award. Each year, you'll receive money back based on your annual level of purchases. The more you use your card, the more you'll get back. And with over $500 million given out already, you're sure to get your fill. It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back. Use it where you see the notice sign.
Oh, look, someone parked their Mercedes in your spot.
I know, that's mine.
Excuse me? Well, did I miss the memo about you being promoted? How can you afford a Mercedes?
It's easy.
It's easy.
The Mercedes C-Class, starting at $29,900 at your Mercedes-Benz dealer.
Look who's got a Mercedes.
Hey, I like it in silver. Heck, I got one in red. Your Washington Mercedes-Benz dealers. We're with you every mile.
national crime rates. Crime rates are down across the board, some dramatically. And the question has become, is this a blip or a trend?
Well, Bennett's Council on Crime in America presented statistics that conclude that more aggressive incarcerations and stricter sentencing appears to be turning around an archaic penal system.
Well, I say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
The Washington Post. If you don't get it, you don't get it.
HTS. This is ACC country. Football power. Tops and hoops. Masters of sports. HTS is the ACC. No one's got more ACC sports. No one delivers more ACC championships than HTS. No one. Period. This is ACC country. This is HTS.
As Chicago Cub great Ernie Banks used to say, so nice, let's play two, and we're just about 20 minutes away from a doubleheader here at US Air Arena. This is Game 4, Eastern Conference quarterfinals, and yes, we are still live. This is not a replay. This is not Memorex. Al Koken and Craig Laughlin with you. By the way, send food if you're out there. We're starving, but we've got more to go here. I thought we were going to be out of here when Joe Juneau had a penalty shot to win the game for the Capitals.
Oh, I thought so, too. Anytime you have a delay a game in overtime, a penalty shot was awarded, and here's Joey Juneau, and watch the speed he comes with. He goes right after it. Full speed forward, right down the center ice here. Here he is, but watch the puck start to bounce right now. And then he really has a problem there, and he tries to flip it in, and no opportunity to get that puck past Reggett. You'll see the puck nice and flat out. This is a perfect view. Look at it start skipping there, up and down, and then the shot comes in, hits Reggett right in the chest. Just about getting past the blocker in his body. Great opportunity, obviously, for the Capitals to finish off the pen.
Of course, the Pittsburgh Penguins very early, in the very first minute of this second overtime, had a great opportunity. It's Peter Nedved, the guy who's got a goal already tonight, in all alone on Ole the goalie.
And it's once again a flip shot from Zubov. He flips it up the neutral zone. And watch the bouncing puck. And then Nedved, a nifty move around Michael Pavanka, caught playing defense. And here's Nedved in one-on-one against the goaltender. Kolzig pulls it, has him down and out. All he has to do is put her upstairs, and the game is over. Kolzig with that big left leg, that long reach, snuffs out that great opportunity.
Well, there's still a few of us awake, and we're ready for the third overtime of this game. Game 4 between the Caps and Penguins. We hope it's decided soon, but we'll have it for you right after this.
Everyone's got a golden hour. What's yours?
Person needs to send resume to New York. Wants to make a big impression. Goes to post office. Finds out priority mail is a smart solution. Resume gets noticed. Person gets job. Now, if he can only get a cab. Team needs new jerseys. Person has to deliver them overnight. Goes to post office. Finds express mail is a smart solution. Guarantees delivery. Jerseys arrive on time. Person avoids getting sacked.
Remind you of your car insurance company? Maybe it's time to pull the plug. Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance. At Geico, we offer renewal to over 98% of our policyholders, so people stay with Geico year after year. Who knows how long they'll be with us? Geico. A 15-minute call could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
86, Jane. 87, Becky. Oh, you know, yesterday I went to Safeway. Yeah? I bought $95 worth of groceries. Oh, that's nice. But I only paid $67. Oh, it has to be the Safeway coupon book. It happens every month. Incredible savings. I'd say phenomenal. On stuff I'm already shopping for. All my family favorites. I'd have to be nuts not to use it. The Safeway coupon book. It's too exciting. I'm primed. I'm pumped.
You been to Luskin's lately? He has.
Luskins, I found that with the Mitsubishi brand, they had the best quality at the best price on the big screen TV.
It's never been done before. Right now, get 0% interest for 18 months on every big screen TV and every major appliance. 18 months to pay and 0% interest. This Sharp 25-inch TV, $249. This 31-inch RCA, $599. This 46-inch Zenith, $1188. Remember, only Luskins has same-day delivery. The cheapest guy in town is the smartest guy around.
See you at Luskins. For the second straight overtime period, the Capitals dominated in the shot department, outshooting the Pittsburgh Penguins 12-4. They had a penalty shot by Joey Junot that was stopped by Ken Reggett. And because of that, we play on, ready for the third overtime of the night, Game 4 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals between the Caps and Penguins. Al Koken, Craig Laughlin, Dave Johnson with you. If you're just joining us, let's run down what happened earlier tonight, much earlier tonight, with our USPS game summary. It was Pavanka getting the Capitals started in the first period with a power play tally. Gonchar and Hunter the assist. Then Peter Bondra made it 2-0 in the second period. Another Capital power play. Junot and Brunette had the helpers. But Jaromir Jagr, before the end of period 2, picked up his first goal of the playoff series. Francis the assist on the short-handed tally. It was 2-1 heading into the third, and then Peter Nedved, his fifth of the playoffs, a power play goal, short side, top shelf over Ole Kolzig, and that's where we stand right now, but that came all the way back at the 8-minute mark of period 3. We have gone 52 minutes without a tally since then. We'll see how long it takes us for us to wrap up Game 4 tonight on HDS. Before we get started with the third overtime, let's go down to Dave Johnson. Dave, first of all, I want to know, are you running out of guests? I know the Caps have got a lot of injured players, but you can't have too many more guests ahead.
Well, it is a perverse twist of fate that because of the number of injured players, we've had to add a number of guests tonight, but hopefully we're done with the guests. The last guest will be the winning goal scorer from the Washington Capitals. And what is amazing, guys, 100 minutes of hockey now, and nothing really has changed for the Washington Capitals. The effort has been the same since we started from the opening faceoff. Ole Kolzig making great saves. And I don't think we can say enough about defensemen like Mark Tenorti and Jim Johnson. In fact, Jaromir Jagr, if you look closely at his jersey, it may now say 24 from having Mark Tenorti on him all night long. But looking at the ice, I think that really is going to be a factor here in the overtime, the third overtime. We saw it with Joey Junot's penalty shot attempt. And even a couple times, Ole Kolzig trying to handle the puck. The ice is very rough, but the players know nothing they can do about it. They can just go out and play. Send it back upstairs to Alan Craig.
All right, Dave, thank you very much. You know, I'll tell you what, Craig Laughlin, one of the things that one of the great memories I still have from that incredible overtime game that the Capitals played with the New York Islanders was the overall quality of play. I mean, you go back to that game, and I still remember just how amazing, as we go all the way back to 1987, the 18th of April, 1987, the quality. As the game went on, you figure these guys could barely even get up and down the ice, and yet there was chance after chance after chance. At night, it was Kelly Rudy against Bob Mason, and the quality of scoring chances all throughout the overtime sessions were truly incredible, and we're seeing a lot of that again tonight.
And what was incredible about that game, even more than the fact about all those overtimes, was the fact that I was on HTS about 3 times, all with you, Aldo, since I was hurt that game. You had me on every period. That gave me my start into broadcasting, working that overtime game.
And look what I have to put up with now. If I'd only known. Well, I'm glad it worked. I'm glad to have you alongside. We've had a great night tonight. Let's see how it ends here. Centering pass by Hunter as we're underway in the third extra session. And Schoenfeld continues to put Hunter out there with Eagles and Ustorp to start all these extra sessions, and they always seem to get a little early action. Of course, that's one of the reasons they're out there is because of who is put out by Eddie Johnson. That would be Nedved, that would be Francis, and number 68, who again has another rough ride. Jaromir Jagr picking himself up off the deck one more time after some activity after the whistle with that man, the rough, tough Mark Tenorti.
They hit each other a little bit right as that puck was iced there. Jagr gets bumped into him. Tenorti gave him a little shot, and then Tenorti ends up on top of him. So Tenorti really working over Jaromir Jagr in this hockey game. Jagr scored a shorthanded goal, but he really hasn't generated a whole lot the way he usually can. Rolling out of the circles, he's been all over. Tenorti has been all over me. Hasn't been able to dazzle with the puck. That's how he generates a lot of offense. That's why the Caps are locked in a 2-2 tie. They've been able to shut that guy down.
There will be a face-off for the Capitals in the Penguins zone. Smolinski against Pavanka. Both with number 20 on their uniform. I guess it'll be Nedved. Smolinski is out there in case Nedved gets tossed, so it's a pair of Czechoslovakia natives. Nedved and Pavanka for the draw. Bondrek Krieger out there with Pavanka. Smolinski and Sandstrom for the Penguins and Nedved. Another controlled face-off. Olczyk stops and leads for Sylvain Cote. Smolinski chases him down to the right wing side. Cote shovels ahead to Michael Pavanka. He's got room. Tried to squeeze it past with a wrist shot. That hits off Dave Roche and out. Jim Johnson banks it off of Dan Maruelli into the zone. This will be icing as it's touched up by Daigneault. The face-off will come to the other end of the ice where Olaf Kolzig is manning the Capital net. Talk about domination in the extra session. We told you what the Capitals did in the second overtime with a 12-4 advantage in shots. The first overtime, it was a 14-3 advantage, and because of that, the Capitals, who at one point were down in shots 41-21, have now pulled within 2. It's 49-47 Pittsburgh, but the Caps have been the team that has dominated in terms of shots and quality scoring chances in these 2 previous overtime periods. Another draw 1. Wilkinson cranks it off, bodies in front. Cap trying to clear it out. Again Wilkinson, this time high off the glass, and Bondrek works across the blue line. Thrown back in by Roche. Johnson, Jimmy Johnson for the Caps. Flips to Joe Juno. Deeper into Pittsburgh ice. Bondrek watching him. Now everybody swings out of the zone. Trying to create a turnover in neutral ice. Long dump in. Will not be icing. Jim Johnson gets a big hit by Joe Dietzen. 6'3" Joe Dietzen. 227 pounds as well, although all the ice time tonight is probably down to about 205 at this point. Here's Glenn Murray. He's rubbed out by Peter Bondrek. Johnson tries to bank it off the boards and out. Finally, it gets done by Joey Juno. Sergei Zubov. Zubov buying some time. Glenn Murray comes up high with a hit on Cote, but it was an offside play at the Washington Blue Line. You know, we're talking about all this activity. You were telling me earlier that Rod Langway in that 4 overtime game lost about 20 pounds. Scott Stevens about 25 pounds. It's truly incredible to think about all that weight loss, even though you're trying to fill up on as much fluid as possible.
It's amazing. You don't play, you gain about 10.
So Rod lost 20, and you gained 10 on that night.
The hot dogs and everything else being on the air with you.
Could certainly use a dog now. If anybody's out there who would like to sponsor Craig Laughlin and a hot dog to keep up a proud overtime tradition here in Washington.
This is the only time I'm going to give you lots of airtime, buddy, so you can have it, okay? Go ahead.
Well, we got the Deer Park water in front of us. We're ready to go as long as it takes. Mike Eagle bangs it in behind Reagan. He leads for Zubov, who seemingly never has left the ice. Now Yager, again, Tenorti and Yager. Yager stopping, looking, backhand shot, kicked out Kolzig.
That was the first time Yager actually got away from Tenorti. He got away by backing into him and forcing him to try to get him from behind like that. And that opened a seam that he got that nice backhander away. That was a good save by Kolzig.
Hey, what, there's a lot going on after the puck gets advanced. A lot of players getting tripped up. Lots of extra shots to the head. Players tired, frustrated, ready to get this thing done. Cote still showing good speed. Beating Roche to the puck for an icing call against Pittsburgh.
And Yager has the best scoring chance of this 3rd overtime period, and it's one-on-one against who else but Mark Tenorti. He's had him all night long. Here's Jaromir Jagr trying to dangle around Mark Tenorti, but Tenorti has the angle perfect, has the body plate, and here's still not in a bad position getting away a backhander through a little bit of traffic. The goaltender a little bit tired. Now, you never know what's going to happen. That's not a real hard shot, but he gets a shot away dancing around Tenorti there. Good right pad save by Olaf Kolzig.
You can see how Kolzig had to wait to find out what's going on there. All those goaltenders will tell you the backhand shots, most difficult to figure out in hockey.
Those statistics look like a baseball game going right across. How many innings? We're about 6 through?
Oh, and a big run taken to Jeff Nelson by Chris Joseph, and Dan Mirowelli will flag down Chris Joseph. A slashing call. And again, the Caps have got the situation they want. Yager working over Mirowelli in the corner. You know, again, Craig, it's a penalty, but I've seen so much work tonight, it stuns me that that actually got called. It's a great advantage to the Capitals, but I've seen a lot worse throughout the entire night. But Capitals won't argue, but they've got to get it done here because it will be a Pittsburgh power play shortly if the Caps don't end it all right now. Everything.
Really, this late in this game like that, that's an amazing call, even though we're going to take it in open arms with the Caps going to the power play. That wasn't a real hard slash by Joseph. That's why he couldn't believe it. When he's let everything else go, why put the whistle in his mouth now? Let the teams decide it. Let them hack and whack. Let them get it over with the way they want, one-on-one battles. Why cause a penalty like that? We're going to take the Caps go to the power play.
And the power play has paid off for the Capitals twice tonight. Everything has been a specialty team goal. There have been 3 power play goals, 2 by the Caps, 1 by Pittsburgh and Jaromir Jagr, a shorthanded talent. Nedved against Hunter for the draw. Above the right face-off circle. Hunter wins it and Cote control. Gonchar throws it into the corner. Pavanka tries to score it out front. Puck is still controlled by the Caps. Cote, though, has it hop over his stick off a hard pass from Peter Vander. A minute 40 remaining in the Capital power play. This is the 3rd overtime session. Washington with the man advantage. Pavanka finds Dale Hunter in the corner. He works it back to Sergei Gonchar, who fires just wide. Now Hunter tripped up by Smolinski. Far boards along the hash marks. It's Peter Bondra. Works his way back down towards the goal line. Pass to Pavanka, who finds Gonchar. Gonchar looking up to see what was going on. Took his eye off it for a second. He's got to go back with Ronnie Francis frustrating him. And now Jagr comes on for the short-handed Penguins, who have killed off the first minute.
The important thing now, the Caps are able to set up the power play, but they haven't hit the net. You've got to hit the net when you're on a power play.
And they will go off the power play as Cote trips up Miller. That definitely was a penalty, a legitimate one. Cote, if he didn't trip up Kevin Miller, Miller could have had a break to end the game short-handed. So we've got 48 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by a Pittsburgh power play for a minute 12.
And the Capitals just having trouble controlling the puck. Here's Cote, the puck bouncing over his stick. Kevin Miller, a good acting job to make sure he gets that call by Mirowelli. Mirowelli right along with him. There's Miller falling down. Coco says, okay, I'm heading to the box. That could have been a scoring chance shorthanded for Miller. Cote in the box, 4-on-4. But then after that, the Pens are going to have about a minute power play, over a minute on the power play when that expires.
And what we see is Sandstrom and Smolinski as the 2 forwards trying to give Nedved and Jagr rest for the power play. I think the Penguins would be happy to just neutralize this 4-on-4 situation and get their big guns rested. Francis, Nedved, and Jagr for a minute 12-second power play that is forthcoming for Pittsburgh. Steve Poft is on for Washington. He's behind the net and starts forward. Banks it off for Todd Krieger, who's got some room. Krieger, quick shot from a bad angle. He's rubbed off by Daigneault, but stays with the puck momentarily until Sandstrom plays for Pittsburgh. Ryan Smolinski now. Everybody having trouble with a bouncing puck. Todd Krieger almost came away, but there was an offside call that slowed everything down and stopped play with 15 minutes to go in the period. 24 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 skating activity.
Brian Smolinski drew himself offside there, bouncing the puck over the blue line and then back again. There's Smolinski. He's going off for a little bit of a rest there. The former Boston Bruin coming over to that big trade. Has had some playoff experience. 25 games, 11 points, 5 goals in the postseason. A lot of those postseason games, obviously, with the Boston Bruins.
Brian Smolinski coming off a career high for points, 69 this year on 24 goals and 40 assists. So he's certainly paid some dividends for Craig Patrick. A big trade that Patrick swung, bringing Zubov over. Smolinski coming over in another deal. Some moves at the beginning of the season helped the Penguins to a pretty fair record. But right now, they've got a battle on their hands with the Capitals. Nedved is out there. He's out with Kevin Miller, Joe Juneau, Kelly Miller, Sonorti, and Gonchar. We will see, I'm sure, Jaromir Jagr very shortly.
And they're just trying to wind down the time, so they will go on the power play. As we're under 10 seconds, they're just trying to set it up so they get full man advantage of 5-on-4 for just over a minute. Now when Joseph comes out of the box.
Which he has right now. He's going to go right to the box, or right to the bench, rather. Jagr is on. Here is Nedved with some room. Looks for Jaromir Jagr. Gonchar is the man paying attention to Jagr now. Thrown back to the point. This is J.J. Dino. Daniel to Nedved. Quick shot off the glass. Juneau can't clear it, but finally Tenorti does with 45 seconds remaining in the Sylvain Cote call. Zubov has come on. He works with Daniel. Francis, Nedved, and Jaromir Jagr up front for Pittsburgh. Nedved tries to walk his way through the entire cap defense. They're not buying that. Thrown in front, gloved on by Tenorti, loose in front. Nedved a whack at it, still loose, and there's Kelly Miller coming out, short-handed for the Capitals. Kelly Miller peppers one on Kenny Reggett. He holds and then drops it down. Now Daniel and Juneau almost had something going after the whistle.
14 seconds are going to be left in the Pittsburgh power play. Great opportunity for the Penguins to finish this one off, but Kolzig diving in front of the net stops a couple of guys. He stops Nedved and Jagr all around his house in front. Here's the little dump in right here. Tenorti can't handle it, bounces, and there's the play right here by Nedved trying to finish it off. Jagr also trying to get a whack at it before Kelly Miller picks it up and comes down the other way, storming a shot onto Kenny Reggett. There's a nice save. Another one on Nedved. I mean, his arms must be getting tired, the amount of shots he's been taking in this hockey game.
Peter Nedved, coming into this extra session, has had a total of 5 official shots on goal and a goal to show for it. Although that may have just only been through the first overtime session. Run out of room here on the stat sheet. Here is Kevin Miller with great speed, but he's taken off the play by Jimmy Johnson and cleared. Cote out of the box. Caps dodge a bullet there. Chris Joseph now goes cross ice, too far ahead for Thomas Sandstrom. Cote cuts it off. He tries to bank it off the boards and set up Bondra. Bondra, an interception inside the blue line. Bondra tries to squeeze it to Eagles. Now Peter Bondra behind the net. To Jim Johnson, who just fires it wide. Cote holds it in. Pavonka leaves it for Bondra. Peter Bondra, another sweep in front. Krieger cranks it up off the glass. Loose for a moment, and there's Reggett reaching down to stop it as the Caps had things flying around Kenny Reggett.
Well, their Caps are flying around Kenny Reggett, all right, because they're hitting the glass and they're hitting the boards. They're not hitting the net. You've got to put the puck on the net. Make this guy stop the puck. Todd Krieger, great opportunity. This one on beauty by Jimmy Johnson. One bonsai, one-handed to Johnson. Great chance to shoot the puck. This is actually the Krieger shot as he's up and over the net, and that allows the goaltender Reggett to make the stop. But here's a good opportunity right here to finish this baby off. Right off the glass, right off the defenseman Zubov, and into the glove of Kenny Reggett. You've got to hit the net.
Johnson and Cote remain on defense. Peter Nedved. Splendid evening with the face-offs. You'll see what more he can do here. Get behind, controlled by Daniel. He's able to get it out as Cote was tied up with Kevin Miller. Race is on, though. They're waving off the icing, so Colton comes out to play. Kevin Miller has got good jump to start this third overtime. He's had a lot of speed in situations in the early going of the stanza. Colton will try again. Glenn Murray anticipating. Caps need to get it out. Murray whacks it over to the open boards. And Cote finds Ustorf, who sets it up for Juno. Now Stefan Ustorf into the Pittsburgh zone. Ustorf hooks off the play, then thrown head first from behind on a hit from J.J. Daniel. Penguins storm back. Miller at the end of a shift. Doesn't have as much speed now. He's ready to get to the bench as he dumps it into an open corner, allowing Gonchar to play for Washington. This is Sergei Gonchar to partner Mark Tenordi. He loses control. Nedved advancing. Now Yager will try again. Looking for Taylor, who's dumped out of the play. Caps still can't get a quick counterattack going to take advantage of that. Into the Pittsburgh zone. Zubov to play. Haber throws to center ice. Steve Potts, a nice job to stop. Steve Potts getting a shift here with the big guns out there for Pittsburgh. Potts will head to the bench and Cote comes off. And that's Cote playing the puck now. Is able to get it in, but Hunter was trapped inside. He's got to clear the zone. Heads to the bench as Pivonka replaces the Capital captain Dale Hunter. 11 minutes to go in this third overtime. Game 4 still to be decided between the Caps and Penguins. Krieger throws to the side of the net. Pivonka keeps it alive. Michael Pivonka centering pass blocked by Gorski. Bondra, a little flip shot that deflected off Joseph. Now Joseph with a little face wash for Peter Bondra. Krieger doesn't like that. Smolinski comes in. Roche now has something going at the blue line with both Johnson and Sylvain Cote. Fuses understandably very short after nearly 2 games of hockey in one evening.
Here's the last play. Michael Pivonka trying to get it in front right here. There's Chris Joseph taking out Peter Bondra after he gets that little flick shot away. Just making sure Bonsai pays the price there. In comes Todd Krieger. And Chris Joseph and everyone separated up. No call. The sheriff came in and said, hey, boys, I'm not going to send you to the box. Split up. Dan Merwelli. He's not a referee now. Now he's a sheriff. We're after midnight, so he's a sheriff.
I think the Penguins tried to get Nedved out on the ice. Not allowed by Merwelli, so Dave Roche must return to play. And it'll be Smolinski against Pivonka for the faceoff.
Over 100 shots in this game.
The goaltenders union will have something to say about bonuses for these guys. Thomas Sanson. Jimmy Johnson would not allow him to squeeze the puck past him. Johnson again. Nice play, but turns it over to Sanson. Sanson fires. That goes off Sylvain Cote. And now here's Bondra on the right wing side. Peter Bondra trying to use some of that speed, but he's against Daniel, who's got good speed himself. Bondra looking for Nelson in front. Now it's cleared out off the boards and out. We are just about to hit the halfway point of the third overtime. Nelson flips in. Miller giving chase. Reagan taking no chances will hold for the faceoff with 10:05 to go in OT number 3.
That was a tricky little shot. Kenny Reagan down on all fours, making sure that puck didn't bounce by him here in overtime.
And Craig, as we mentioned, after the Capitals were behind in shots 41-21, they've come back now and have matched the Pittsburgh Penguins. This shot total is at 102 with 51 aside. Caps hope the 52nd is the best of the night.
Make sure if you're watching at home, this is not the third period.
No.
This is not the replay.
OT. Double-header action on HDS tonight. Steve Potts giving chase. Glenn Murray. And Potts plays it nicely. Now Murray throws Potts face first in the boards. Gonchar there to help. still having trouble trying to get it out of the zone. Finally, it gets done as Krieger moves it into the Pittsburgh end. Every time somebody plays the puck break, you can see how it's bouncing, how dangerous it is. I really feel it's going to be a turnover. Something fluky is going to happen to decide this game. I think the ice conditions will allow a pretty passing play for the game winner. Here's Dietrich. Dietrich will turn and set up. Kevin Miller, he fires it wide of Colvin. Penguins in a line change. The Caps couldn't get it to Krieger to take advantage. Now, Yager. He's out there with Pops to knock to Norton. Yager pushes Pops into the net. Francis is centering pass, but there was Gonchar to play that perfect. Centering pass, that hits some traffic in front. Krieger tries to get it out. Wilkinson pinching, turns, fires off the side of the net. Now Yager, centering pass off the skate. Hunter holds up Nedved. They can't get the puck out yet. They continue to dig for it. Gonchar to the boards. Wilkinson holds it in. Now Gonchar will try again. Finally it comes out, and here comes Todd Krieger. Krieger against Daniel. Krieger's shot goes wide. Caps finally get the troop change they want. As Yager steams into the Washington zone. Leads for Dave Roach. Yager centering pass looking for Francis. Ustorf backs it, but not out. Cote trying to work. Roach, he's looking for Yager. That hits a skate in front. Zubov follows. Yager takes at it. Zubov again. Sergei Zubov. Down to Ronnie Francis. He's tripped up and held by Peter Bondra. Caps would love a face-off here. Francis and Yager continue to work. Now Roach back to the point. Here's Tamer. Throws to the front. Blocked by Cote. And Pavelka moves it out to Ustorf. He's got Bondra on the right wing side. Can't get it to him. Penguins keep the pressure up. Cote. And they're going to say a offside on the play. Maybe a two-line pass, and that is a break for the Caps. With 7:32 to go and some tired players who are on for an extremely long and grinding shift.
And it was Jaromir Jagr who couldn't get to the bench in time in that two-line pass. I tell you, they had the matchup they wanted. They wanted Jagr against Pops out there. They made the line change, held the Capitals in the zone. It was tough sledding out there. You had a lot of Capitals collapsing in deep. Then Tenorti finally got out there, and he settled things down, going matched head-to-head against Jagr.
But I don't see Tenorti out there now. Pops returns. Johnson's out there. Gonchar had been there. Johnson, Jimmy Johnson, throws it from the blue line wide. Yep, Nelson in there. Puck way up. I think it hits the scoreboard. That'll be a stoppage in play, and the faceoff is going to be back to where that long shot was thrown out, and that is deep inside the Penguin zone. Nedved will come out for the draw. Ole Kolzig watches from the other end of the ice as center iceman Joe Juneau takes the faceoff. Pops and Johnson are the defense pairing right now. Nelson and Brunette flanking Juneau. And Nedved takes another one. But they can't clear. Brunette further behind the net for Juneau. Nelson tries to come in and help. Finally, Nedved is able to move up ice for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Tries to crisscross with Sandstrom. Makes a nifty little behind-the-back pass. Sandstrom centering pass. Put aside by Kolzig. Now Smolinski will work. Dietrich to the front of the net. Dietrich gets a little piece of it, and it skitters wide. Caps trying to bang off the board. Sandstrom, another chance. Here's Juneau coming back. Juneau, a nice move around Zubov. He's got Brunette to work with. He's hooked by Kevin Miller. And Kevin Miller, with a great bit of back-checking, stops Joey Juneau. Here is Mark Tenorti. Peppers it in off the glass. Eagle tries to squeeze it along the far board. Tamer now, tripped up. Hunter to it. Ustorf in the front of the net. He's held up by Zubov, and back comes Glenn Murray. This is Glenn Murray, one-on-one against Gonchar. Gonchar, nice poke check to take it away. Slides it to Mark Tenorti, who will start up ice. Gets into the Capital captain, Dale Hunter. Uses the boards to move it into the Pittsburgh end. Now Hunter knocks it down again. Hunter with Nedved on him. Murray is able to gain control for Pittsburgh and starts back. Puts a bouncing puck to Francis, who fires behind the cage of Ole Goldston. Francis pestering Mark Tenorti. Hunter there to try and help out. Oostorff lurking. And, well, he lost sight of the puck. Again, will take a face-off with 5:39 to go in the third overtime.
Well, the Capitals get today off, okay, just in the morning, but then we're off to Pittsburgh. We're going to have the game Friday. That's tomorrow, Friday, at Pittsburgh, 7:30 start. We'll have the Roy Rogers Report at 7 p.m. Dave Johnson will be doing all the talking that whole game. You and I are going to be done in. The Roy Rogers Report at 7. We'll have it all for you on HTS. Game number 5 at the Igloo.
Are you allowed to play 2 games in one day? If this goes to Friday, will they stop it and then turn around right to Pittsburgh?
They might not be able to fly out tonight.
The Penguins?
Yeah, you never know with the airport curfews or whatever.
I think if they're in BWI, I think you can do it, but it'll be interesting. Here comes Kelly Miller. Moved off by Wilkinson, and Yager gains control. He tries to flip it ahead for Peter Nedved. Too far, and Jimmy Johnson. Scrambly hockey. Michael Bobonka. Giving chase to J.J. Daniel. Daniel up along the boards. It goes out. This will be icing when Johnson touches it. He does there, and another face-off in the Pittsburgh zone with 5:14 to go. Well, I think Jim Schoenfeld's plans for any practice tomorrow will certainly be curtailed. Let these guys sleep and sleep again. Jim Schoenfeld has been very cognizant of trying to keep his players as fresh as possible. He's got to go with so many guys playing big minutes because of all the injuries. His bench has been short, and we haven't seen Kevin Kaminsky the entire night. Pat Peak was tossed out because of being a third man in with the Mario Lemieux altercation, and Eric Sharon, young Capital defenseman, lost the first period because of injury. And yet the Caps have stood ground with the high-powered Pittsburgh Penguins, although they did squander a 2-0 lead. It seems like you don't want to get a 2-0 lead. Ended it there. He redirected a shot from Cote just wide. Now Bondra will try again. Peter Bondra. Back to Michael Bobonka. Miller crashing the net. Bondra follows up. Saves Reagan. Miller whacks at it. It's loose for a moment. And then Reagan ends the play there.
Peter Bondra, a great chance and a great heads-up play by Jimmy Johnson. Throwing that puck towards the net, looking just for a deflection. Peter Bondra caught down below all the Pittsburgh defense. Here it is. Here's the play. It's actually Cote making the pass to Peter Bondra right on the doorstep. Just deflects off the blocker glove and into the corner. But here's Cote's great play. What a great pass right there. Looking for a nice, innocent little deflection into the net. And this shift continued. Michael Bobonka and company putting on the heat big time. Here's Bonsai. That's a good shot right there. Hits the defense and falls in front. And look at Kenny Reagan just diving for that puck before Kelly Miller can gobble it up to put home the rebound. We're in the third overtime. 4:51 left. The goaltender duel here. Who's going to start tomorrow night's game? First of all, if you're Pittsburgh, first of all,
looking at them both. I think we just saw both.
Yeah. Unless they're too tired.
You know, it's interesting. The Penguins never brought a second goaltender out on the bench. Apparently, they're assuming if anything, and we certainly do not wish this to happen, but if anything should happen to Kenny Reagan, Tom Barrasso would come back. They did not dress Jean-Sébastien Aubin, who is the third goaltender for Pittsburgh, as they would be allowed to do because of injury to one of their 2 goaltenders. Now Kelly Miller, having his stick held up in the corner, allows Bondra to play it, though. Bondra back down for Miller. Miller. Kelly Miller to Michael Bobonka. Johnson all alone in the slot if they can find him, but they can't. Dan Mariloli trying to warn some people. Nedved knocking Miller down, then rubs him out again. The Caps continue to dig. Kelly Miller with great work. Binder, quick shot. Reggett to save. Binder goes after the rebound, and it's cleared by Tamer. Now Binder tries to keep it alive. Finally, it's cleared out by Peter Nedved. This will not be icing, as both sides want to change. Johnson back to play it. Yager is on. Jimmy Johnson quickly ahead to Sylvan Cote. Dale Hunter pins it against the boards and then takes it from Daniel. Mark Tenorti out there. He pitches very deep in. Uskor turns it from a bad angle. That's steered aside by Reggett. Now Dietrich steaming through center ice. Couldn't collar the bouncing puck, and Hunter dumps it back into the Pittsburgh zone. 3:45 to go in the third overtime. The race is on. Mark Tenorti against Francis. And Tenorti, they say, touched it first. This will be icing. Great hustle by Mark Tenorti.
Great hustle by both guys. I mean, Ronnie Francis, 30-plus years old. Tenorti hustling back for that loose puck in third overtime, still having enough legs to try to get there to force that non-icing call. Ronnie Francis, a veteran of many NHL playoffs, put up big-time numbers. Close to 111 games, just about a point a game. I mean, he's got 108 points in 111 games coming in tonight's game. And there he gets an opportunity, just about to get that icing call. Been around a lot of time with that big trade. Remember that huge trade from Hartford coming to Pittsburgh? Ronnie Francis. No one would have expected he would have put up the numbers he has. Mostly known for his defensive work the last couple of years, but over 100 points this year.
Caps control for a moment. Brunette kicks it further down to Joe Juno. Centering pass. Brunette behind the net. Centering to Krieger. Save. Loose for a moment. And Reggett again, as Todd Krieger had a golden opportunity, denied by another brilliant save from Kenny Reggett. Boy, this line certainly had something going there. Great work between Juno, Brunette, and Krieger.
And here's Brunette. Look at the big guy down low here. And look at the vision. Sees the ice right to Krieger. Perfect shot. Great toe save with that right pad. Krieger cleaned out in the end. You can see the reaction of the Capitals. They can't believe it. They're in disbelief as this shot doesn't get past Reggett. Look at that right pad. He just stretches it an extra inch, then covers it up. One more look. The Capitals trying to finish off the Penguins here in Game 4. Here's the shot. Great save by Kenny Reggett on Todd Krieger.
Eddie Johnson did not take any chances. He brought Nedved out for that face-off after the Caps won the last draw. Here is Smolinski. He has a tough shot that Colton needs to be alert on. Johnson down to try and freeze it. Finally gets the job done, but this will be a face-off for the Penguins in the Cap zone. How will it end? Who will be the hero? What type of goal? We've already had this game become an instant classic, and it's going to be very fascinating to see how the teams respond no matter who wins the game. What do they have left for Friday night in Pittsburgh? Dan Maruelli has been rather patient, allowing the teams to make very, very deliberate personnel changes on the right before the face-off. He knows everybody's got to be tired. He's got to be tired. I mean, remember, he's been up and down the ice all night as well. The referees have to be in magnificent shape. It's been almost exactly a full game since the last goal of this game. You see the last 4 overtime game. Buffalo against New Jersey. Dave Hannon, the game winner in that one. And Miller sweeps it to the boards. Babanka moves it ahead, and now Cote races out. This is Sylvan Cote. Miller tries to run some interference for him. Cote behind the net, centering pass. Locked away by Kenny Reggett. Babanka slips in front. It's loose. Reggett has to leap up and make the save on a bouncing puck that could have flipped over his shoulder.
And that puck was kicked by one of his defensemen down low as it came to the net. You'll see the defenseman kick it up in the air, and Kenny Riggett had to gobble that one up. It could have been J.J. Daniel that kicked it up. Here we pick it up. Here's Cote. He's had a whale of a hockey game. Here's Joseph trying to get the puck. Watch it come to the point, and watch the kick in front. Here it is. Watch. Right there. There's the big punt right there by number 27, Glenn Murray, going for the field goal. They're not even sure what game they're playing.
Well, a field goal will win it. So a regular goal. It all depends. The Caps with 2:42 to go in the third overtime. Another draw that they must control. Hunter continues to battle for it. Finally, it's Zubov who will flip it out. This will be icing as Tenorti lumbers back for it. Again, we come back. Peter Nedved asking Gerard Gauthier. He thought that Tenorti could have put a little more speed onto it and got it before it crossed the goal line. But hey, who's got any speed left after nearly a doubleheader of hockey?
My only concern now is to make sure Dave Johnson has our intermission all taken care of. Like, has 3 or 4 interviews, taking care of people.
Forget the intermission interview. I want to make sure Dave Johnson's got breakfast ready for us.
Thank God you and I get paid time and a half. That's all I know, right?
Have to look at the fine print in my contract. I think I'm in trouble. Yager giving chase. Tenorti getting to him. Yager tried a blind pass back into the middle. Hunter had it for a moment. It was chopped off his stick by Nedved. Now Hunter watches Ustorf bring it in. Stefan Ustorf into the midsection of Zubov. Squirts in front for a moment, but Tamer positioned perfectly. Penguins do get it out, and here is Yager. Yager one-on-one again with Tenorti. Yager in. Oh, took a big save. Kicks out the right pass to Rob Jaromir Yager. Now Hunter starts away. Dave Rose right off the bench. Hunter throws to the front. Save Reagan. Hunter again in the corner. Looks for somebody to work with. Ustorf picks it up. To Cote at the point. Almost deflected in by Krieger as Cote whistled one wide. A bullet from the right point. Here's Krieger leaving it for Juno. Joe Juno. And a chop at that puck. Moves his way past. Juno to the front. Centering pass. Fails to click. Cote, a nice work to keep it in. Juno shoots, and Reagan stood his ground. Wouldn't let anything go short side.
I'm picking Krieger to get the winner. Todd Krieger. He's been buzzing. He's had a lot of great opportunities. Wow. Kenny Reagan, he really held his ground there. He doesn't look like he's getting tired one little bit. Joey Juno showing some good speed here. Watch the speed here on Wilkinson, then getting the puck down low to Burnett. And watch Juno spin it out here. Look at Reagan, just hug that post, hug that post. There's the shot, bounces off his body and quickly covers up.
Well, Kenny Reagan should have something left. He took the first 20 minutes of the night off.
There's Jaromir with that little slap shot, snapshot there. Big toe save, that right pad coming out of Kolzig. Again, one-on-one against Mark Tenorti. Tenorti played him very well.
Schoenfeld keeps that Juno line out there. Cote holds it in for a moment, but it goes off linesman Dan McCoy. Now Glenn Murray back with less than a minute to go in the third overtime session. Brunette tries to spring Juno. Here's Craig Rothman's pick. Todd Krieger into the zone. Has his shot, and there is going to be a slashing call. Todd Krieger looks to be hurt. A slashing call that's going to go here against Dietzik, I think. Will this be a penalty? Looks like Dan Maruelli is going to make a call. Is it going to be on Dietzik? Apparently so. 42 seconds left in the third overtime, and another Capital power play. Wow.
There was a vicious slash. Here's Krieger going down the wall. There it is, right there. Dietzik, the hack right there. Todd Krieger makes sure the referee sees it also. He goes down quickly. He got up awful fast, though, didn't he? But here he is going down right here. He draws the penalty. The Caps go to the power play. 42 seconds left here in the third overtime session. They'll also have some time to work with in the fourth overtime. But let's hope they score right now, okay? Let's hope they score.
This is the time to end it. Final minute of the third overtime. Peter Bondra will be on the right wing side of Juneau. Andrew Burnett to the left. Gonchar and Cote the points. This face-off between the top of the circle and the blue line. Now Juneau is going to get kicked out. Well, maybe not. Maybe Dan McCourt will allow him that little advantage. But Nedved pushes it by outside of the zone. Peter Nedved has played a terrific game for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Here come the Capitals. You see the time remaining in the third overtime. Capitals with the man advantage. Juneau hustling for it. Tries to get it back down low and does. Burnett allows it to swing to Bondra. Burnett whacked a shot onto Ken Regan, who sprawled and made the save. Sylvain Cote with time expiring. Capitals will have time to work with to start the fourth overtime. They wouldn't want to see it that way, but apparently it will happen. Folks, we have had a hockey doubleheader. We have played 120 minutes, and we've got more ahead. The Caps and Penguins remain deadlocked at 2 as we go to a fourth overtime. Well, let's hope Dave Johnson has stopped cooking breakfast and has found a guest. We'll find out as he comes your way at 1:30 with a few of you still awake.
Becky, I can't help myself. Jane, me too.